One of the most promising vision of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is to support an Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. As per Shri Arun Singhal, CEO FSSAI, the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India is committed to support and promote this ambitious campaign and has introduced a policy for approval of indigenously developed rapid food testing kits, equipment and methods or RAFT kits. These new food testing kits for detection of foodborne pathogens and toxins ensure faster, better, cheaper testing of food. There is a need to popularize these rapid tool kits to ensure they are widely used. The ultimate goal for these rapid testing devices and equipment is to provide results within a few hours, if not in real time. FSSAI has constituted a committee for scrutinization of RAFT kits for various applications received by FSSAI under its RAFT scheme. As on January 12, 2021, a total of 124 applications have been scrutinized by the RAFT committee. Out of these, status of 109 applications was placed before the Food Authority in its last meeting. Out of these 109 applications, 53 rapid food testing kits have been approved, 12 have been provisionally approved and 44 were not approved. The RAFT kits approved by FSSAI are to be used for screening and surveillance purposes only. For enforcement purpose, the method as described in the FSSAI manuals of methods of analysis of food shall be used. The buzz around veganism and resurgent drive for pushing plant-based drinks have exposed the Indian dairy industry to a new potential risk that could lead to misinformation and misunderstanding. While there is no danger to the demand for conventional milk, explains a person in the dairy industry, it does not take long for misinformation to sell, thus impacting livelihoods of around 10 crore landless and marginal farmers. In the name of promoting veganism, some people are spreading misinformation about the Indian dairy industry. I believe these are strong lobbies who are trying to sell a set of products by selling a bunch of lies, explained R.S. Sodhi, MD GCMMF. There are constant allegations that the dairy industry indulges in harmful activities. To which Sodhi replied, in India we respect bovine animals and no one indulges in such acts. A whole group cannot be blamed for a small group of wrongdoers. There has been a steady growth in demand for plant-based drinks which are also called soya milk and almond milk. In India, it is not seen as a major challenge to the dairy industry since milk is an important and regular component of regional diets for ages. The Cabinet approved a production-linked incentive scheme for the food processing sector with an outlay of Rs 10,900 crores in a bid to create global manufacturing champions in the country. The scheme will be implemented over a 6-year period from 21-22 to 26-27. This scheme aims to incentivize manufacturing of ready-to-cook and ready-to-eat food products, products made of processed fruits and vegetables, marine products, and mozzarella cheese from buffalo milk and desi ghee. In addition, a component of the scheme will also focus on offering subsidies for in-store branding, shelf space renting, and marketing to promote Indian brands in global markets. Union Minister Piyush Goyal said that the implementation of the scheme will help expansion of processing capacity to generate processed food output of 33,494 crore and create about 2.5 lakh jobs by 26-27. An expression of interest will be floated by April end, and interested companies will need to commit to a minimum level of investment and increase in sales. On achieving both, they will be able to avail subsidies based on incremental sales. The daunting goal of doubling farmers' income needs action on multiple fronts. Khadi and Village Industries Commission KVIC developed Khadi Prakritik, a paint made out of cow dung. The eco-friendly, non-toxic, odorless product with antifungal and antibacterial properties could potentially enable a farmer to earn additional Rs 30,000 from one cow annually. According to sources, 150 to 170 kg of dung is required to produce 500 liters of Prakritik paint. KVIC is currently paying only Rs 5 per kg for raw cow dung procured from Goshalas. It intends to increase the rate to Rs 10 per kg. KVIC has priced the distemper at Rs 160 per litre and emulsion at Rs 290 per litre in white color. Their emulsion is cheaper compared to synthetic variants at Rs 345 to 600 per litre. To set up a plant of 500 litre per day capacity, an investment of Rs 20 lakh is required, which will be funded by government schemes for the MSME sector. Each such plant could provide direct employment to 11 people. KVIC is charging one-time royalty fee of Rs 1 lakh to offer technology and also the facility to sell through its pan-India network of over 8,600 retail Khadi outlets. A team of researchers at the Department of Biotechnology's Hyderabad-based National Institute of Animal Biotechnology has developed a new technique to detect the presence of an antibiotic called oxytetracycline (OTC) in milk samples. Oxytetracycline is known for its broad-spectrum antimicrobial activity and is one of the extensively used antibiotics in veterinary practices. Its excessive consumption can cause antimicrobial resistance. The new tool can help in several other ways also, since consumption of milk having residual antibiotics can cause serious health complications like development of hepatotoxicity, teratogenicity, reduced growth and metabolism too. At present, the kits used for antibiotic detection are imported and have limited availability with cost of more than Rs 100 per test. The new technique developed by NIAB scientists has been found to reduce the cost without compromising on the quality of detection. The kit has the sensitivity to detect up to 5 nanogram per ml of OTC in cow, buffalo and goat milk within 10 minutes. The permissible limit as per FSSAI is 100 nanogram per milliliter. India has long been known for its love affair with sugar, which play a major role in festivals and family celebrations. Indians currently eat only about a tenth as much chocolate confectionery at 200 grams per capita consumption per annum as the global average, but the International Cocoa Organization recently described India as the #1 potential market of the future. Chocolate is starting to displace traditional treats among the middle classes. Chocolates are becoming an everyday snack for many Indians. The country's chocolate market was estimated to be worth 172 billion rupees or $2.3 billion in 2019 and will grow by 6.7% a year from 2020 to 24 according to Mintel. The key drivers of chocolate demand in India are modernization of retail, e-commerce, internet and Instagram-based marketing, veganism and emergence of high-income middle class. High-quality chocolates are now expected to grow to 80% of the total market in a decade from 20% now. Amul's dark chocolate business has been growing at more than 100% in the last 2 years. Dairy processor Synlait Milk's first half profit dropped 76% after COVID-19 weakened demand for the high-margin infant formula it makes for its largest customer, the A2 Milk Company. The Canterbury-based dairy manufacturer has invested $550 million over the past 3 years in new plant and acquisitions to set the ground for future growth and diversity its business away from A2 Milk, which typically accounts for 40 to 50% of its gross profit. In the first half, sales of the high-margin consumer packaged infant formula it supplies to A2 Milk fell 16% to 18,085 tons, denting profit. A2 Milk, which specializes in marketing dairy products with the A2 protein, has suffered a drop on demand during COVID-19 as border closures meant fewer tourists and international students were shipping its products back to China, known as the Daigou or cross-border e-commerce trade. That's left A2 Milk with higher inventory, which it is selling down before it taps Synlait for more products. Thanks for watching Daily News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I, Kuldeep Sharma, request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.